How much can you actually earn yield farming crypto? Is it $5 a day, $50 a week? Let's break it down, try and bring it into simple terms, and hopefully get you thinking more so of how the potential opportunity here is to earn. So the first things first, what we want to really understand, and a lot of people fall into this, is the difference between APR, APYs. So if you can see here on Investopedia, APR represents the annual rate of change for earning or borrowing money, and APY takes into account compounding. Investment companies generally advertise the APY. So this is something you have to remember when you're getting positions, because you will see APYs shown maybe higher because they're compounded, but you don't means you have to compound it. So again, just something to pay attention to. One other big, I suppose, thing to understand here is that you will have to, it's all going to base on what you can put in, what you take out. So if you only have a small budget, you're obviously going to only grow a small portfolio. Tokens you get involved into, ideally you want to be getting into ones that are, you recommend high blue chip assets. Was it farms you're looking to get into? Again, you're looking to reduce risk and not necessarily give you high yields, but just reduce your overall risk. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to a few different places here at this moment now. So first things first, we're going to jump over here to DeFi Llama. This is a platform that's going to set you up perfectly to kind of start building out your positions. So if you go to DeFi Llama, go to yields, go to pools, you can see here the potential pools, obviously on different chains. So if we just take a random one, here you can take Sol USDT, Lano, 123%, decent returns. You can have Wrap PTC, USDC on ARB, which is 133%. Again, decent returns. And remember, these are APYs, so this is assuming you're compounding into it. Again, already that's what I'm trying to remind you about. So what we want to do is you have the opportunity here. You can clear all these. You can focus on different chains. So again, you could focus here on Sonic and look at the different yields for different tokens. Obviously, these are based on 100% max. Again, if we just bring that down, the APR or the APY down, you can see we have a lot of lending protocols that we definitely take advantage of. So what we're going to be doing here going forward is we're going to quickly look at a few different positions. Now, big shout out again, as I always mention, to SwapX, who's sponsoring this entire series. So the aim here, this entire series, is to help kind of make people more aware of crypto and the potential of yield farming. And I think personally, if I can get people to kind of understand that there is opportunity here for every single person to get out of it, and I know I harp on about it a lot of times, but it has allowed me to not have to buy crypto over the last 4 or 5 years, and I've steadily been growing bags using this yield farming strategies. What I'm hopefully going to do is show an image here on the screen, and these are three example cases of yield farming. So again, simple and straightforward. We have the stablecoin farm, which is offering 20%. So if we use SwapX as an example here, 20%. You can see here at the moment on SwapX, we have 10.27 and 9.5 for two stable farm positions. There is more opportunity I've seen on a few different. So another one here is 10%, and opportunity is there definitely for stablecoin farming. I do personally think that if you can find a stablecoin farm that's be around the 10-15% range, definitely worth to have a position in it to kind of build out your portfolio and give you a good, strong foundation. For me personally, having stablecoins on the side ready to take advantage when the markets dump is a great opportunity. And if you're in a stablecoin farm, you're earning a little bit of yield while you're still doing it. And most lending platforms will only give you a couple of percent, as I mentioned over here. So USDC is only 0.21% for lending out your stablecoin. So again, definitely an opportunity. We have the mid-risk farms, which is obviously roughly around 80% they're giving you. We have the high-risk degen farms, which is 200%. Now, the high-risk ones, degen farms, are, as the name mentioned, high-risk. These are only built when you have a good, strong foundation built for your portfolio. So that's something to make sure you remember. What we're going to do here now in this next example, we're kind of looking at obviously the mid-range. Now, so we can see here with Sonic USDC, we look at this position, it's 120% in it at the moment, or 120% APY or APR. So again, definitely what we're looking to do. So what we're going to do here now is we're taking this tool, and what we're going to do is jump over to a brand new tool that I've built out today. Now that we're over here on the interest calculator, I built this out today. Again, appreciate any support when in the video, I suppose, more be comment on what you think of it. So with this, it's simple enough. I'm going to try and drop an image here on the right hand side of the screen just to show you what the potential you can earn. So again, Let's assume we put $2,000 into this position. We're earning 120%. We're never going to compound. We're doing it for a year. There we go. So now straight away we have 658. If you can see on the graph there, that's already covering your coffee, covering your 2 apples if you wanted for $2. And it's an opportunity there for definite see how the potential of how you can gain. Too many people look at it from the point of view of, oh, I'm going to get super rich really quick. And yes, that can happen very quickly in crypto. However, having systems strategies built in is key. So let's assume now what we want to do is we would eventually want to grow this. So straight away that 658 can be either compounded back in or to be funneled into a new position and overall grow your own entire portfolio. So let's assume we're going to compound this daily. Still going to do it for a year. See here the changes. So right away it's already gone up to 6,500. Our daily income obviously is the same, but however at the end of the year, you can see it here, we're going to be earning $21. So now, based on that image I brought up a few minutes ago, you can see that it potentially pays for your takeaway out or McDonald's or something like that per day if you wanted it. Although I wouldn't obviously advise to be eating McDonald's every day. But anyway, look, you can get where I'm going with it. You have this unique little feature down here is a bit of motivation. You're off to a great start. Every dollar counts. Keep that momentum going. This will change obviously based on the different amounts you have here. So again, make sure you check it out. But as I mentioned, we can really eventually snowball these things massively. So you can see here, obviously this is what, 20,000. See here at the end of the year, this is going to be worth 65,000. Earning us $214 a week or a day, 6.5 grand a month. Again, that's just the way it goes with it. So if we just quickly go back to the 1,000 or 2,000, you can see here how over the period of time, compounding daily, how much everything starts to grow. We can see our passive income per day starts to increase. So very quickly it goes from real low of 662 to after roughly 90 to 100 days, it's almost up to a tenner. You're into a tenner, and you can decide then maybe after 15 or 100 days or 120 days, you can decide, look, I want to take some of this money out. I want to stop compounding. Now what happens is you have maybe $10, $15 to be pumping into the next project, and so on and so forth, and the whole balance keeps growing. So look, hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully it helped you understand how you can actually potentially earn from crypto, from yield farming for definite. So make sure you check out my website, the crypto calculator. Hopefully add more tools to this. Yeah, look, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. Hope everyone has a great day.